Dude, so we get there, cool experience. We fly on the 9-seater plane. I'm like, damn, that dude, it was like GTA.
How long was the flight?
30 minutes, bro.
How scary was the flight?
Yeah, that must have been
Scary, dude. When you have 2 kids,
Yeah.
2 little. I was
it
holding
like
a 4-month-old, dude. I was holding.
Turbulence?
Dude, so you ever rode a motorcycle? Either of you guys?
No.
I have. Let me tell you about it. So I'm not
Robbing
gay.
this town, bro. Yeah, of course. The bitch fell off.
Activate.
Hello.
Come alive like Chuck E. Cheese robots, dude. Just like
We're here with Harry.
Oh,
What?
you're gonna say my name?
Oh, we try to hide your name?
It's
Yeah.
a government, man.
All right.
You put out his government, dude.
Beep out his
Someone
last
said it,
name.
dude.
I try and hide my last
He can
name.
My
get
bad.
it.
My bad.
You can get it sitting in the
You try
parking
to
lot.
hide your last name.
That's why I never go by my full name.
Why your government name?
What the fuck are you talking
That's your
about?
government.
I don't know.
bro.
I just never have.
That's your
Yeah,
government.
but
bro.
what are you trying to hide?
He doesn't want to get
Nothing.
run up on in the parking lot, bro.
Your
You
fam?
could look like you could,
Yes.
bro. If I saw you eating a burger, bro, I'd fucking pull that
Yeah.
thing on you, dude. I'd fucking light your ass off, dude.
For real, though, what's your thought process on hiding your identity?
I don't know. I just have always done it.
Okay.
Was it like a work thing?
Well, I started doing like the social media shit when I was in like middle school or high school.
Oh, so they don't want you
You
to
have
find
no
all
words
the
on the record.
pedophiles.
No, none.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If I was in middle school, that's all I would have tweeted.
Wait, you were in middle school with social media?
Yeah, like 8th grade was when I started doing it.
And he blew up, dude. He's a social media icon.
Yeah, you're like
Little
the
sass.
social media Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, pretty much. I get the comparison a
I
lot.
want to be your Michael Jackson, dude.
You would make him spread his butthole on the end of the bed while you whack off.
That's exactly what I was referring to.
Macaulay defended Michael, by the way.
Yeah, he was good to him.
Macaulay said that, nah, lies.
Wait, who made that up then?
I think the other lying kids said they had pretty accurate stories, but
I mean,
pretty
how
detailed, not accurate.
how jealous were they of Macaulay though? You're like
So jealous.
You were like you were Michael Jackson's like side
No,
fucking bitch.
dude, the one guy became a dancer,
really?
which that'll do it to you. You get touched
Yeah.
by God.
The
Yeah,
kid
true.
from what?
True.
You get touched by
It's a
Michael.
butthole.
Dude,
Yeah.
then he ended up, I think, dating Britney Spears or something. He like
What?
fucked Michael Jackson and Britney Spears.
That's fucking sick.
What's he belly aching about?
That's,
Yeah, that's awesome.
pretty sick.
it's called
dude.
paying your dues. That's paying your dues. That's paying your dues.
Speaking of tragedies we're gonna make light of, that kid getting shot was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let the other guys at Barstool tell you it wasn't.
It was a rough showing on my behalf.
No, it was funny at the time when you and me were talking about
It was, and then-
when you tried to steal my material, you didn't bring the delivery that you needed.
I did not bring the delivery
You did-
at all.
first off, you
I
didn't
walked,
even-
I walked in. I was just like in the most monotone voice ever. I was like, "Yeah, did you guys see that video of that kid getting shot by the cop?" And
Yeah, well,
I-
everyone
and
goes to a scared place in the
You gotta
brain
say
when they hear that
white
sentence.
kid.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
He left out that it was a white kid.
Yeah.
yeah.
That would have the whole place would have erupted. They'd be like, "Holy shit, that's hilarious!"
Oh,
A
you
white
went
kid
out on
got-
stage and talked about
No,
the
you-
kid.
No, would have probably worked better on stage.
Where'd you
I
do
did
it
it
at?
on the Yak, the show that I do.
on Barstool.
Yeah, yesterday.
You brought it to the stool.
Yeah,
Took it up to the stool.
You pulled
Didn't
you
play
pulled
at
the
all.
stool up with the boys.
Pull the stool up.
yeah, they didn't like it.
He said, "I'm gonna pull up a stool. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story.
Hey guys, real rap.
Real rap. Pull up the stool. Police brutality. Funny.
It's
And
funny
they
when it
said-
happens to
they
a white
said,
guy.
Bro, that's not cool.
How they shut it down.
Yeah, they shut
Like
it down.
7
Roan
dudes in
was
a row.
on your ass, dude.
Roan was on my ass hard, and Roan said that he saw the video and said he didn't think it was funny.
It's-
I understand.
I thought it was
'Cause
funny because Shane was showing it to me 70 times a day.
Yes.
And we were crying
I
laughing
did.
watching it.
The first, I'll say this: the first time I saw it, I said I did not think it was funny, and then when I thought about showing it to you while you, me, and Lemaire were out to eat lunch, in my head I was like, I gotta show these guys this video. Then I realized it was funny. While I was taking my phone out, I was like, wait till you fucking see this.
It was
It's
funny.
a kid eating a burger in a McDonald's parking lot, and a cop with no hesitation opens his door with his gun out. He's like, "Get out of the fucking car!"
The
He's
funniest
like,
dude,
part.
the picture they showed. I
Of the
only
kid's
saw the
face.
news story. His
Yeah.
face is just like, I'm like, oh my
It's the
god,
scariest
dude.
That's
shit
the
ever.
funny part is the face. when
Yeah,
it's
the
just-
funny part is the tragedy.
Yes.
It's so fucking crazy that it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest part of it to me is that there's so many white dudes out there being like, yeah, we all get fucking mistreated by the police. It's proof's in the pudding,
Dude,
bro.
I was thinking, we were talking about that. I was like, dude, that kid, the rest of his life, somebody's going to be like, police brutality needs to stop against black people. He's going to be like, excuse me. Pardon me for a second. No, he was eating a burger. And then I was thinking about sitting in a park. I've sat in many parking lots eating a burger by myself. You're deep in thought. You're just
Out of nowhere.
Just sitting there like staring at like a light in a parking lot.
Eating a burger in a fast food parking lot is it's a crime in and of itself.
It's a crime. But dude, you're munching, you're looking off into the Walmart parking lot, like the door swings open and you're like shot 5 times. It is funny, dude. It is. And he was white.
And he lived.
And he's
white.
living.
I think he's lived.
Well,
Did he?
unfortunately, we saw that news clip and they were like,
He's in stable
he's
condition.
in stable condition. On Barstool, they looked it up and they're like, he's in critical
He's gonna
condition.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hangover, that would have been tough.
It
That
was
must have felt
really,
tough.
really rough.
Oh, she thought you were gonna have a good time, and everyone's like, "You're fucked up." Dude.
That whole flight, you must have been like, perfect. I got my topic for today's podcast.
I was like, they're gonna think this is funny, and then I'm people DMing me just being like, dude, you're such a piece of shit, and I'm just rolling
Tell
around
him
in
you'll
my
shoot
bed.
them. Like, stop talking about
Yeah, I
me.
know.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you right now if you keep talking like that about me. I'll find you and I'll shoot you. I'm gonna start death threatening everyone online.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'll fucking literally
It's a
come to your
good
house and
move.
shoot you.
I should start death threatening. There's some geezer comics right now talking shit on me.
What?
You know, fucking geezer comics that read the fucking New Yorker that are still mad. They're like, this article is inexcusable.
What?
Yeah, it's so funny.
You
Talking
should
shit.
threat him.
Talking shit.
Tell them you'll shoot them.
I might.
Like, guys, I'll fucking shoot you.
I know you guys. I'm gonna fly there and shoot you with a gun. I'll fucking shoot you. Then we'll see who's laughing.
and body cam the footage, dude.
Flying.
Like I'm gonna surprise you with this gun, and you're gonna look like an idiot.
I'm gonna
dude.
wait until you're getting some fast food.
What is the honest, like, what's the penalty for holding someone at gunpoint? It's maybe a couple years the most.
Yeah.
If you videotape yourself holding a couple comedians at gunpoint,
Yeah.
Dude.
Quote tweet that
And
guy's
versus the
tweet with a
material when I
video.
get out. I could use 2 years off, 3 years off.
That's what
of
I'm
just
saying.
laying down.
building years, dude.
Yes.
Building years. And then you have the footage of putting
And
comedians
then I can
at
come out and
gunpoint.
talk like Shia and fucking Bernthal. Just come out and be like, yo, go. Holmes. Real talk.
Brother.
But yeah, it was funny because one of the comics, I don't want to name him.
Yeah.
Please don't attack these guys on the internet. For
Sure.
real, please don't. It's exactly what they want. Don't do it.
Yeah.
If anything, attack them in real life with a weapon.
Fucking Sam Hyde. No, in real life. Like, you mean in the ring, right? No. I'm going to kill him in real life. No, the one guy I clicked on his fucking Twitter profile pic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's him in like a Hillary Clinton mask. It's like, dude.
Oh, you're getting hit by
you
dudes
fucking
like that?
dork. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole wave of comics that are like old dudes that suck that got lost in CNN
Yeah.
that are just as lame as the dudes lost in Fox.
It is the light, though. That's like the moth light for dudes who truly suck at comedy.
Yeah. Yes.
Just
I can be
follow
like,
Wolf Blitzer.
actually, you're wrong.
Just follow fucking Don Lemon into your screen. Like,
Don knows.
Yeah,
Now
it's a
here's
shame
the
for the
big
boys.
story.
yes.
It's me and Sass and Lemaire. We go to Buffalo Helium. Great job this weekend, Sass.
Oh, thank you.
Harry.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
Harry, how'd you get the name?
Because he's doing stand up. He's got to use a fucking name.
I know. I went up by my name this weekend.
So you dropped the little.
Yeah.
You dropped the little.
Yeah.
No, Lemaire was introducing him as Harry Little Sass.
Wow. Yeah, which was funny.
All right, we'll delete all this.
No, it's fine.
You sure? This is coming out?
I'm not sure.
You have about 12 hours to decide.
Okay.
You don't want anyone to know what's the fuss now?
Last time it got out, it was just like a bunch of people like DMing my parents and shit.
That's part of the game, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it
This
is.
is the game,
That's
brother.
part of the game, bro.
And like DMing my sister on LinkedIn.
I'm going to find your sister on LinkedIn and I'm going to threaten her with
That's
a weapon.
networking. That's to be fair, they are networking.
I'm gonna find her
Yeah,
at a
they're
Burger
on
King parking
LinkedIn.
lot.
Yeah, trying to build their network.
So I know. I
Put it on a resume.
Yeah,
Like,
put
I
my
know-
family on.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I know
DMing
little-
your sister and be like, your brother sucked on the podcast. Just so you know, I think your brother's a pussy on the podcast I listen to. Just really funny.
Guys, when you've had a long day and you want to unwind like a grown-up, grab your favorite Lucy gum or nicotine pouch. I'll tell you what I mean, Lucy, what is there not to like about it, dude? You can just suck on that thing and get a bunch of nicotine, continue your addicted life. Check out all that Lucy has to offer at lucy.co. That's lucy.co. Use promo code drenched at checkout. If you're a listener from Canada, you can get Lucy at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, but if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and use that promo code drenched.
All right, so we go to Buffalo.
Mhm.
Buffalo Helium. Big time, dude. We're
fun.
talking big time.
It is fun. Buffalo Helium is fun.
It was
People
fun.
there are
I had a
cool.
good time.
People at the
Buffalo
club are
is, it must be the diarrhea capital of the world.
cool. Oh, dude.
The food we ate,
Straight diarrhea.
one of their delicacies is a pizza log, which is just a spring roll filled with dough, cheese, and pepperoni.
It was.
Harry might have for real had 40 of these fucking things.
That
dude.
was one of those things that's so shitty when you eat, but I had no guilt or like regret. I was like, dude, those are so fucking good.
Yeah.
You ever had one?
No.
They're
So it's like
fucking
a
amazing.
pizza. What's a pizza? Like a rolled?
It's like
it
in like
more
an egg
stromboli?
roll type.
It's just
like,
a pizza roll, but
yeah.
instead of a pizza roll, it's an egg roll.
Oh, fuck.
So I guess
that's
it's fried.
So fucking good, yeah.
It's fried.
I mean, it was
pizza.
delicious. Even at Helium, which,
They were
you know,
good.
comedy club food's not the best.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hurting on. I focused it on Buffalo Bites like I always do.
You focus on the bites.
Yes. And I did some damage. I did a lot of damage on the Buffalo Bites. Dude, it was the diet this week was fucking crazy.
Really?
Yes. We were eating Buffalo Bites, pizza logs. I mean,
That's
it was
all we ate.
me, Lemaire, and Sass.
That was all
No
we
one
ate.
there has
man.
any control.
That was all we
No
ate.
one had control. Usually, there's one guy that's like, all right, let's not.
Yeah.
The only time I didn't have buffalo bites and pizza logs was when I made the pad thai in my room on the first night,
Oh,
and
you
I
had like a
spilt it
microwave?
onto my suitcase, and all of my clothes are covered in pad thai. The
Yeah, he dropped
microwave,
the microwave
pad thai.
onto his luggage in the middle of the
There was
night.
ants,
He woke up
ants
and shit was
everywhere.
covered in pad thai and ants.
It's just, you might as well vomit it on your fucking
Dude, it
stuff.
was so bad.
It was yeah, and we kept going to the same shitty bar every night. It was fun. But
awesome.
let's get to the
Get to
meat
the
and
heart of the matter.
potatoes.
Yeah, dude.
So, Gabe Davis, he's a wide receiver for the Buffalo
Mm-hmm.
Bills. Absolute legend.
Yeah.
He brought a couple of players to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, the bros are there.
This was like Friday night, Saturday?
Friday night. The bros are there.
That's sick.
Which was very scary to see the bros.
Yeah.
You don't realize how big NFL players are until they're in the Buffalo Helium green room, which is a closet,
Oh,
and
Jesus
9 of them
Christ.
walk in.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
me, Lemaire, and Sass. Like, hey, fellas.
Me and Lemaire were pressed up against each other in the corner while like 10 NFL dudes surrounded us.
It was awesome.
Jesus.
Hot guys, too.
Oh, yeah.
So then they hook us up with 3 tickets to the game. We go to the game. It was, what a time. What a great time the Buffalo Bills football game was.
Yeah.
Tailgate slightly. We had like one, but we got there
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
We had a
got
rough
there
night. The night before, Lemaire started challenging me to drinking contests, which it was a draw every fucking time, dude.
What?
It was a draw
They were
every
drinking.
time.
What were we
Oh, the
drinking?
So we
chugs?
couldn't stop. And it kept being like, no, I won. No, I won.
Lemaire's
no, I
got
won.
the gullet on him.
Yeah.
Lemaire can slurp, dude.
Whoa.
I
We were
mean,
drinking
until,
car
until,
bombs.
until we got to Bud Lights, and then it was
Yeah, true.
a wrap.
You brought him into deep water.
I took him into deep waters. He was nice on the car bombs though. We had like 5 car bombs. In
Shane
like
made
10
us.
minutes.
Shane made us film it for him.
No, we needed video replay.
True.
I need to prove that I was right. I could hear my shot glass hitting first, dude.
But it was photo finish.
It was
It
photo
was.
finish.
It was.
Wow.
It was photo finish. Lemaire's nice. So that was supposed to be a night we were taking it easy.
No, that was our last night, wasn't it?
Saturday night, yeah. Well, Friday night we did actually kind of take
We
it
did.
easy.
Yeah.
Saturday night it was like, all right, we got to take it easy. We got to go to a fucking Bills game in the
We did
morning
not.
at like 9 a.m.
Oh.
We didn't. We got there at kickoff. But get in. Gabe Davis honors me with an incredible performance.
Yeah, true.
No, he did.
He honored me.
He really did.
And
He really
we were
did.
with his boy Bert, who Bert was fucked up. We were drinking, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Gabe's doing this for you right now," and I was like, "Dude, this is insane. It's insane." So after the game, Gabe comes over to where we're sitting,
Yeah.
takes his fucking jersey off, signs it, and gives it to me. It's me and little kids.
Yeah.
I'm drunk in a Bills hoodie with glasses and a hat. I'm like leaning over the wall. For real, everybody there thought I was a retarded guy. And then NFL Films was like filming Gabe signing it, giving it to me. I was like,
It was like a crowd of children around
crowd of
Shane.
kids and me just like,
And I was standing there. I'm like, how old are you boys?
You're talking to the
I
boys.
don't know why I asked
you
that.
were- dude.
I felt so weird.
you threw up in the third quarter,
I
by the
threw
way.
up in the middle of the
Threw up?
game. Yeah.
I was recently, I think yesterday actually, I was in a bathroom where I thought someone threw up, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what a fucking shameful act.
No,
Throwing
dude,
up
it was
in a
Not be able
public
to
bathroom?
regulate your stomach in public. And then I ate fish that night, and I was like worried I was going to throw up, and I was like, that's what I fucking get. Fuck.
What type of fish?
Salmon. I just
I had
paid.
salmon last night.
Did you really? Me too.
Yes, I had a lot of it.
Really?
I had 2 full giant pieces of salmon.
Yeah, it's one of those fish is one of those things that are like eggs. You're like, I think I could eat like 40 pounds.
I can
of
just
this.
keep eating these.
Yeah,
It's
don't-
healthy.
I get sick. Damn, dude. Before you said about his friend, like he's doing this for you. I was thinking like he probably truly was charged up.
Oh, he was.
He went
for
to the
sure.
show.
He
He
100% was.
He went. No, he
100%
went to
was.
the show and he was like, I'm about to fucking.
I'm going to honor him.
He definitely was running faster than usual. I bet.
He was fast as hell.
Dude, I'm telling you, and it's so funny to be like the announcers, be like, man, he's really putting it on. He's just like,
I'm in the crowd. Good.
you might be his muse, dude.
I could be Gabe Davis's muse.
You might be Gabe Davis's muse.
Gabe Davis's muse. So gives me the jersey. We're hanging out. Then we go, dude. Look, this is where this whole thing gets incredibly funny. Is just Lemaire around NFL players. He was treating them like he was like a child.
Yeah.
He's like 32.
Yeah.
With like he's 10 years older than these players. He's 10 years older, and he's 3 feet shorter than all of them. And they got him a Bills hoodie that they gave him a 3X. It was down to his knees.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, he had his hands in his sleeves the whole time. He's fucked up.
Yeah.
Lemaire is for real autistic, without a doubt.
It was, he was saying some outrageous
their
stuff.
right, dude,
Outrageous.
their right guard that plays with Bills is a monster. He was the black dude in the chains.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in like a cool
Yeah.
shirt. Lemaire stands in front. He's talking to one of us.
Yeah, one of the family. Or, was this after
He's
the
talking
game?
to maybe his family.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lemaire
yeah.
stands next to them. He's mid conversation and just goes. I've never seen
Was his hand still in the hoodie?
I've never
Was his hand still in the hoodie?
He took it out. He's like, I've never seen someone hold a pound longer. An unanswered pound, dude. He just finally this dude not looking at him goes and keeps talking, and Lemaire goes and walked over. Dude,
He is the best.
it was incredible.
God damn it.
So then we're hanging out after. Dude, he kept doing this the rest of the night. He was just drilling people with autism. The Bills got an onslaught of autism from Sass and Lemaire, dude. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh my God.
It was
Dude,
so bad.
we're hanging out after. Gabe takes us through the facilities. While we're walking through the facilities, Lemaire's walking. Just Lemaire and Gabe Davis are walking, and Lemaire's like, "How does it feel to reach your dreams of being an NFL player?" Gabe Davis is like, "What the fuck? Who is this guy?" Oh fuck!
And then we're in the locker room, and me and Lemaire get a picture back to
Oh
back.
god damn it, dude!
Where the whole Bills team watches.
No, this is the beginning. Dude. This is nothing.
No.
This is nothing compared to what's about to happen.
Oh my God.
So we go to Josh Allen or we go to the team's like dinner.
Yeah.
And just in a restaurant. It was great. It was wonderful. Lemaire is sitting, it's a long table. It's Lemaire and this one wideout, I forget who it was, sitting a chair apart, but no one else is around them. We're across the table. I hear Lemaire look over at him and go, "Other than us being black, what do you think you and I have in common?" It was just like, and the dude was for real, like, yo, who is this? Like, for real, whose man is this?
Yeah,
Like,
he wasn't having it at all.
and Lemaire was like, what? It's a good question. No shame.
The guy's like sitting with his family.
Oh my god!
So we're laughing about that. We're laughing about it. Lemaire again doesn't take the hint that maybe he should stop doing this to people.
Oh my god!
5 minutes later, again, this guy's not talking to him.
No, not
He's
at
just
all.
asking questions. Like he's sitting, eating, and then being like, he goes, "What do you search on YouTube?" He goes, "What do you search on YouTube?"
Asked that.
This is an NFL wide receiver. And he's like, I don't know, man. Like what?
He's like, I'd like to
He's
know.
just like, what are you talking about, dude? Oh fuck!
I mean, he hasn't confronted this level of nerd in like decades, dude. So he's
no
sitting
one's
there being like,
ever seen anything like this.
True. But it's
You
so
get
funny.
this. You get this at like a family party, and like one of your cousins is there that's like really fucked up.
In Lemaire's defense, he did turn to me in the middle of the game and he was like, I think I'm gonna black out. And
Yeah,
I,
yeah. Lemaire was shit for
and
me.
he
Lemaire's
was
a
like
hero.
pumped. And he's like, I've only
Bro.
ever blacked out twice.
Lemaire's
Lemaire's
a hero.
a horse, dude. He dominates.
Drinking?
Me and him were drinking. He was fine.
He doesn't get like visibly drunk.
No,
Yeah, dude. He
Lemaire's
is.
a tank.
Dude, it's crazy. He's fast. He's nimble.
He is
He
nimble.
asked-
He is nimble.
He asks all the right questions.
He asked all the right questions.
He
He
dominated.
might be Rogan, dude.
Yeah.
I think
He might
is.
be an exoskeleton of
He
Rogan.
might be, dude. He might be. Dude, that's so it's so funny though, because that dude, like, just think of the wide receiver world. Of it's just like you wake up, there's a bunch of chicks like, yeah, I want to blow you. I'm assuming this. There's like
Yeah.
a bunch of chicks trying to fuck you. You're just cool. You're driving cool cars, and all of a sudden you're at dinner with Lemaire, going like, other than being black, what do you think we have in common? What do you watch
What do you
on
search
YouTube?
on YouTube? And the guy's like, I don't know. He for real was. He
Hasn't made like the neural
Befuddled.
connections to answer those questions like ever, and he's just like confronted with a completely unique situation. Like, what the fuck is? What is this? What am I dealing with right
What
now?
is this? An entity, dude. An entity. So we leave there. We go back to Gabe's. We played poker. Me and Lemaire get fleeced. I gave Lemaire $200. We played $200 buy-ins.
Yeah.
I bought in like 3 times. I was getting killed. The dude next to me was beating me so bad he was showing me his fucking cards.
What?
Yeah, it was humiliating.
You're good at poker.
I thought I was. I was getting shit hands. But Lemaire's out right away. I give him $200. He's literally out first, like within 2 hands. He doesn't know how to play.
He's all in.
He's all in. He had no idea. He was like, "Oh shit, I have nothing." So this is where it picks
This is
up.
where things
That's
turn.
insane.
So we go there. We leave there. We go to Dave and Buster's in Buffalo. One of the players had paid some money to buy it out, so it's empty.
These guys have so much fucking fun.
Yeah,
they have the
it was
most fun.
sick. It was really cool.
Fuck.
We get in there. Before we leave, I take a lot of mushrooms. I was like, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to switch over to mushrooms.
Who had the mushrooms?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
Come on, bro.
Yeah, true. True.
Come on, bro.
Sometimes they just get passed
Actually, I
out.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. They were like those candy bars.
Holy shit.
What the heck? This is very spooky. Get off game, dude. No. Get off game, Davis.
Is he okay?
Game.
Text him right now.
No.
Gabe, my candle's fell on you.
Shit. Gabe better be okay.
Oh my god, dude, kiss that dude
I might start wearing this around.
with no shirt, with no pants on.
So he's gonna regret giving me.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, man,
Yeah.
I think he regretted having us a little bit until the car ride home.
The car ride home, he was having a blast.
So we go in. We're at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
There's a lot of women.
you're on mushrooms.
Also, wait, have you
I
mentioned?
didn't know. So I read the back of the candy bar thing said, like one you're microdosing, 2 you're microdosing, between like 3 and 9 you're okay.
Yeah,
I took 6, maybe 7.
you're such a gobbler, dude. You're
Bro.
such a gobbler on mushrooms every time.
I gobbled the fuck out of them. We get in there. They're starting to hit when we arrive.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm in Dave and Buster's with the Bills and like 50 ladies from Buffalo that are
Women of the
a bunch
night.
of Cardi B's,
Really,
Cardi Buffaloes. Yes,
strange women. Strange women.
Yes.
Cardi Buffalo.
Cardi Buffaloes.
Cardi Buffalo buzz.
yes, and they were fucking. They were having fun. Then the cool players show up, which was very funny to see.
Yeah,
The difference, we were with like linemen and tight ends.
Yeah.
We were with the honkies.
Yeah.
that the cool bros showed up.
Really?
They all looked like fucking Migos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were pimped
turtlenecks.
out.
They're
and
dressing.
sports jackets
They're in the
and shit.
coolest shit you've ever seen. Which normally I'd be like, "That's cool." I was high as shit on mushrooms. I was like, "What the fuck are these guys wearing? They look fucking dumb as hell." And I was just crying. So these boys hog heaven. You get Lemaire and Sass some video game, dude.
Oh my God.
Lemaire at one point announced to me, he said, "I'm the king of the games." Started dominating NFL players in video games.
He?
Dude, and he's like a little kid. He's walking. There's this D tackle playing fucking Guitar Hero. Lemaire's like, "Do you mind if I play with you?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, sure, man, whatever." I have a photo of it. That'll be posted right
Was
here.
Lemaire on the mushrooms too?
Yeah.
I think a little, but
He
he was
was.
fine, dude.
Yeah.
He crushes everything. I was freaking out, and he was giving me like pep talks, like, "Dude, we're having fun. Relax." Like
Oh
Lemaire was
my
trying to
God.
snap me out of it.
We were
Truly is The
we
Rock,
were
dude.
walking
He's-
Shane around like a dog.
Nate's a rock too.
We had to hold on to him and be like, all right,
I
Shane,
was-
this way.
Oh yeah, you think you were? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You were.
I was being so nice to you.
Yeah, you were being nice.
I was being
but
like,
I was
come
being
on,
nice
Shane,
to
let's
you.
get over here. Come on.
I was just watching you play games.
Yeah.
I would literally go game to game with him, watch him play it for 2 seconds, and walk in.
And be like,
He
"This
would
game
walk into my
sucks."
face and be like, "This game fucking sucks. Let's go." Go to another game. He'd be like, "Fuck this. My fucking card's not working."
Yeah.
We all had
Your
Dave.
charge card?
My charge card
They
broke.
gave
That's
us,
no laughing
They gave
matter.
us all Dave and Buster's cards. His
Yeah.
card broke.
And I'm sitting there talking to a cop. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's cops.
my card's not working.
Officer, my charge card's expired.
He's
It
like,
was-
I can't help you with that. He's like, I don't work here. And
was
I just kept
unbelievable.
on being like, someone gave me a card when I walked in. I need a new one.
Oh
I
my
could have given you
God.
mine. That
I
was
know.
an
I don't
easy
know why we
fix.
didn't do that.
Was it unlimited charge card?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
it was unlimited
sick.
Dave and Buster's charge card, Babes, and the Buffalo Bills.
Oh my God.
It was about as cool as it gets.
No,
if I
literally.
hadn't munched too hard,
Yeah.
that would have been a great night.
It's yeah, true.
But I did munch,
you did.
and I was like, I can't.
you got one.
I was like laying down in a booth.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
ladies dancing. I was like, oh no. I was like, what are they
Picture.
doing? Why are they doing this?
You didn't even like time for cruising USA. I gotta get it together.
And then I'm walking around. I see people like Gabe was playing like Cruising USA. He was in like a car thing. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, Dave
I
and
was
Buster's
just-
on mushrooms.
Dave and Buster's on
Nightmare,
mushrooms
bro.
with dudes that are 6'10", 300 pounds all around. And then Buffalo fucking Cardi B's. It was the craziest thing I've
Oh
ever
my
seen.
God.
Loud music.
It was crazy.
That's intense, dude.
It was so intense that I didn't realize how high I was until I got home and got into my hotel room and everything was moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, I was hallucinating the entire time. I was
Yeah.
hallucinating the entire time. But
and there's that like.
I mean, nonstop. I'm watching Lemaire and Sass play games. At one point, all the cool black players were playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with it. Just saying, that's what they're doing. They're playing the basketball game.
competitive basketball game.
But they were surrounded by like girls, and the speaker was right there, and rap was blasting. And I look over, and the right tackle is Spencer. He's like 6'9". He's huge. He's by himself playing like a Dutch game.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! I can't look at this.
What's the touch game?
I don't know. It was
It's like
just
one of
a-
those like reflex games.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but he's
he's
so
sick.
big, he covered the entire thing.
Oh my
So he
God.
was like, like nailing it. It was just funny to see the difference between a
Yeah.
white dude from Iowa
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Migos shooting basketball.
Dude, for some reason I went up after him and I was like, I'm gonna smoke you.
You were
in
like, I'm
this.
gonna beat you.
The reflex?
Not like
not
even
remembering that
half the
he's
score.
in the NFL and also
Oh,
an
yeah.
athlete.
Yeah, he was pretty
And I
nasty.
got like 200 points less than him.
Yeah, it was.
It was
pretty
a
impressive.
disaster.
No, it was
No,
like
it was
300
bad.
to 70.
Oh,
It was
okay.
fucking,
Oh, no.
I think he set the record though. In your defense,
It
I've
was
never
rough.
seen anything like it. Dude.
It was rough.
Really?
Yeah, the game's huge, and he was bigger than the fucking game.
I have a video of him playing.
Nice, I want to see that.
Yeah. And then it pans over to you and you're just like,
Like, dude, stop! Please stop. It was.
Oh my God.
He was my guide though.
Yeah, he was
helped
good.
me
He
out.
was cool.
He was.
Really?
He was very like, here, come on, everything's good. Like he
Oh,
was
that's
like, this
fucking-
is fun.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Then I was laughing, imagining him as a Viking. He
Yeah.
was a Viking.
Oh, yeah.
He even has like a Viking head.
yeah, he's a big guy.
He's a Viking. If he
Damn.
got into your house,
You're done.
The whole
Fucked.
thing's done.
Fucked.
Security there, they were white knuckling their guns.
Oh
They're like, please, nothing happened
Oh.
because we're gonna get ripped apart.
I'd abandon post on that, dude.
I don't want to miss things because this was, I mean, as funny as anything I've ever
That's
seen.
honestly.
So then this is it. Dude.
It's
This is
absurd.
the moment. So there's a game. Harry's fucked up, dude. Don't act like you were fucking blacked out. Even on mushrooms, I was like, he's hammered. You're like, fuck this game. Let's go play another game. I'm like, dude, chill. Please relax. He goes up. There's a Star Wars game that's between the bar is where everybody's hanging out, and then it goes into the arcade. The first game you see is this VR headset that drops down from the ceiling, and it's a Star Wars game.
And it's got like the 2 hand things that
Yeah.
are attached as well.
I see Harry
What?
start to walk over towards it. I'm for real. I'm like, dude, no way.
That's what you've been searching for.
Yeah, but I'm like,
no,
this
it gets
is
so bad.
I'm like, no way he's about to do this. I'm like tapping Gabe. I'm like,
Me
wait,
and Lemaire.
wait till you see this. He comes on. He was wearing corduroys and these sneakers.
They probably scanned him. Laser
Dude.
scan, like access granted.
He puts on the fucking VR headset, and I'm so delighted. I can't believe this is happening. As soon as he does it, we're all laughing. So then a crowd notices.
No, dude.
So then
And I have no idea.
a semicircle forms around him of some of the Cardi B's, a lot of NFL players, and just, dude, we were dying. And he played for like 15 minutes of just like, for real, dude, he has no idea this is
I have
happening.
no idea.
There's 30 people watching and laughing. And he's like, he drew his lightsaber at one point. He was like,
Dude, because he was like, you could use the force, and a guy would come at you, and I would like grab them and
You're in another dimension.
yeah, you could throw the lightsaber.
Oh my god.
dude,
Oh.
I'm
You gotta
sobbing.
pull-
At one point, while I couldn't watch it. It was I was crying.
Yeah.
And I looked like an asshole because I'm standing there falling over laughing.
I mean, you were right though.
Gabe taps me and goes, "Look at your other boy." Behind the crowd, I look at Lemaire. Lemaire's in a axe throwing cage by himself. Like, they dominated this party. They dominated the after party.
Lemaire's a berserker. He
berserker. Full berserker.
He berserkered.
But this is my favorite part. So the whole time I'm laughing, I'm so excited for him to take his mask off and realize that he's being made fun of by the Buffalo Bills. He takes it off, no shame. He looks and he beelines, walks straight up to my face. He's like, "The game was actually pretty hard." I was like, "Dude, you're autistic too."
I ran over to Shane. I pulled the mask off, and then there's literally like 75 people surrounding me, and I'm like, "Has this been going on the entire time,
And
dude?"
dude, I swear to God, as soon as you lowered your mask, there's a crowd watching you like, oh fuck.
Oh my god.
And that was it. That was everyone was like, "Yo, we have to leave. I can't." I think Gabe was the one who pulled the plug.
Gabe pulled the plug.
Gabe saw where this was headed.
they're just too autistic.
They were too autistic. They were killing the
It was a
vibe,
good-
dude, because the
good
vibe
idea
was
to leave.
cool.
I bet.
It was cool, guys.
Yeah, but we were having fun.
And then there's two dudes like, we get in
And
the
you
truck.
clutching your head in the corner.
I couldn't, dude. We got in the truck. I couldn't stop. Like I was,
Oh my
I was like,
God.
"Stop telling me stories.
Oh.
Stop telling me stories." And then I'm next to Gabe, and I'm like, "This guy just had 2 touchdowns against the Steelers today."
Yeah.
And Lemaire and Sasser in the back, like, and then when the TIE fighters come,
Oh, no.
that's when it gets.
No.
And I was like, "Guys, please shut the fuck up."
Yeah, because he was driving us everywhere.
Oh. And it was also, he started laughing. He couldn't drive.
No,
He was
yeah.
laughing so hard. He was like, "All right, stop.
Yeah.
What a great guy too.
Yeah, he took
He
his
was
leg.
awesome.
gem,
He was
man.
awesome.
He was incredible.
But Jesus Christ, is that such a funny collision of worlds?
Dude, it was
It's Hades, dude. Comedy podcasting is Hades. And you're talking to the NFL. These guys worked hard, trained hard. They're getting what they deserve.
Then here comes goblins. Fucking like, what do you YouTube?
I smoked pot during college and changed my majors. I didn't apply
fuck.
myself to anything in life.
Yes, and here I am.
I
Right
think
with
the problem was that I thought, like, because we were with Gabe, that like everyone else there knew us. And then I realized that we must have just looked like cousins of someone, or like you
No one
make
knew
a
who we
wish, like
Yeah, that was full Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
All three of it. By the way, me, him, and Lemaire walking around together looks insane. It looks like the craziest squad of all. We go into bars and people be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
It's that Star Wars bar when you get in. It's like, what the fuck is that?
and again, though, Lemaire and Sass, zero social like in that set. When you're drunk, there's no anxiety. Like he'll start dancing. Lemaire will just start talking to groups of people.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
But yes, that was a very, very big victory.
That's
I got
awesome.
home. I had to call my girlfriend.
yeah.
I was tripping so hard.
Yeah,
I was like
sucks.
laying in bed in the dark. I was like, I need to talk to somebody.
You-
Call my
yeah.
girlfriend. I was like, I fucking love you so much.
That's a good move. That's a good
And
move.
I was like, wait till you hear what happened tonight. I couldn't even explain. I was too fucked up. I was like, and then Sass played virtual reality.
And then Sash was like, pew, pew, pew. I was like, oh, dude, Sash, good God. The guy's like, Sash. And then that's the fucking funniest shit in the world.
Bro.
It honestly is like that's like a Dolly painting of a social situation just started to melt. Just like a really cool thing happened. All of a sudden, like someone swirled the colors and everyone was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, the
here?
mushrooms was, I mean, it ended up being, I've never laughed that hard in my life. I had a really great time. But
That was for the culture.
It fluctuated from total terror to the funniest thing, hilarious. Like
Oh
I couldn't
my
control
God.
myself laughing.
God, that rules.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was a
That was
very
the most
fun
cool. Yeah,
weekend.
dude, this is the coolest shit.
I mean,
ever.
dude.
That was incredible.
That's the fucking best.
It was really cool.
Of sold out Dave and Buster's
It's all the Dave and Buster's. was
Empty
probably
Dave
the
and
highlight.
Buster's
to just basically Lemaire and Sass walking through there like Darth Vader's fucking.
Yeah.
Dominated.
It was funny because as soon as we got in there, we all split up instantly.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer.
Straight to the games.
Straight to the games. The boys scattered to games. Which one's the coolest game?
That VR Star Wars.
It was cool. It was really
It would have
hard.
been really fun if no one was looking.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah,
you start
kind of want an audience.
doing the VR stuff,
You want to put on a show.
I mean, the fact that, yeah, well, how'd you feel when the big reveal was basically a surprise party for you?
Dude, it was awesome. I was like, that was sick.
Buffalo Bills were like,
No,
whoa.
I don't think I ever. It didn't register to me what happened until the next morning when you guys sent the video. I was like, holy shit,
his
dude.
lightsaber.
I looked like I
You
was
have
an
video
actual.
footage of
I
the.
have video footage, but it's from Lemaire, so he didn't film it. Lemaire didn't know why it was funny. Lemaire filmed it. Lemaire was like,
I think Lemaire
everybody
filmed it 'cause
likes
thought it was
this.
cool.
Lemaire's
Yeah.
like, this is cool. But I was on the side and I was direct eye line with 3 Cardi B's that were like in their drink, like, what the fuck is this? They just knew there was a crowd.
They're
so
just
they were-
crushing roofies with a straw.
There was a crowd, so the Cardi B's naturally just went over to be like, what's going on?
True.
And they couldn't, there's no way they could comprehend what was being done.
Bit of
'Cause it was
Snapchat
just-
brain. Bit of Snapchat
It
brain
was
going
just
on.
Sass
Yeah,
dancing.
It was tough.
It's funny to think about them just having predator vision for shit they can film on their phones. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was that started. That absolutely started. They got on this was making me laugh so hard, is him going to try to recharge his card. They were literally dancing on the bar. And
Oh, I don't
Sass
even remember that.
was like, I need to recharge my card. So all
Excuse
these
me,
people,
ladies.
players and girls are at the bar. He's like, my Dave and Buster's card's not working. And they were like, I was up there just getting water. Like, can I please have another water? And I get like, for real, the women did not see us. They like bumped me out of the way. I was like, thank you. Yeah, it was incredible. Gabe Davis is the bro.
Dude. Saint Gabe Davis.
St. Gabriel, thank you.
Saint Gabe, bro.
St. Gabriel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bert
bro.
was cool too.
Bert was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, that fucking rules.
Yeah, that was got home yesterday depleted, bro. Needed a day of rest.
Gave it all.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday was tough. Having to me and Lemaire just dude, I had to pull Trig in the airport bathroom.
You threw up in the airport.
I didn't
bathroom
throw up. I
also?
tried to, but I couldn't.
Oh,
That
While
stinks.
Lemaire just like waits outside of the bathroom for me
totally fine.
on
He's
all,
guarding
on all
the- he's
fours.
guarding the portal, dude.
Yeah, on
He's-
all fours in the bathroom.
He's totally fine.
he didn't give a fuck.
Crazy, dude. I'm telling you, dude's fucking wild.
He also ate mushrooms with me.
Yeah, dude, he was totally
He was
fine.
fine.
I woke up the next morning. I was like, he texted me. He was like, I'm downstairs. I go downstairs. He's outside smoking a cig, and I'm just like, I can't even function.
I'm
Get a
telling you,
cigarette, dude.
he might be like a dimension hopper, dude.
Oh yeah. At one point, I'm in the lobby. One of the dudes who works at the hotel just walks by Lemaire like. I was like, yo, what? How do you know the guy who works here? He's like, I gave him a blunt last night. I was like, dude.
Didn't someone else came? Someone came up to him at the Bills tailgate. They were like,
Oh, that
Lemaire,
was
you're my
funny as
hero.
shit. Me, Lemaire, and Sasser were walking, and someone was like, Lemaire. So that's
Nothing
my week.
makes me happy
What's going on
today.
with you, Matt?
Dude, where are we at time wise?
Yeah, we might just. Nice.
Damn, hell yeah. Guys, say hello to Smooth Ball Fall. Manscaped is making sure you have everything you need to stay fresh under your belt. It's telling me to riff on pubes. Right now, my pubes look like they should be on a corpse. They're so fucking long and ghastly. I truly need to shave my pubic hair because my wife refuses to have sex with me, and I think that might be 1/20th of the reason she's refusing my advancements. Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0 has got it all. The Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and the Weed Whacker nose and hair trimmer feature skin-safe technology to protect your holes. They're waterproof too. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DRENCHED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code DRENCHED at manscaped.com. Take an active role in your brain health with First Person. It's a precision-targeted supplement system that uses the brain-boosting benefits of mushrooms to activate the full potential of human brain health. Made with functional mushrooms, First-Person supplements stimulate the body's natural production of triggers that help improve energy, mood, and sleep. I like them. I like the morning ones. I'm reading the personal endorsement thing. Yeah, the morning ones are nice, and the sleep ones are okay as well. Although L-theanine and I have a weird thing, but I did like it. Also, they say L-theanine's nice to take with caffeine, they say. L-theanine? It's an amino acid found in like certain teas and stuff. But either way, First Person uses 100% grain-free organic mushrooms sourced from the best in-class vendors. Start improving your brain health and cognition with First Person. Get 15% off your first order by going to getfirstperson.com and use code DRENCHED. That's GETFIRSTPERSON.com, code DRENCHED for 15% off your first order. Getfirstperson.com, code DRENCHED. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Funded by Fauci. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But mental illness is a myth anyway, so who fucking cares? Goodbye.
Yeah.
Dude, I also simultaneously had one of the funnest weekends of my life.
Oh yeah.
Cape Cod wedding, dude.
Yes.
Oh,
I've never ever been to Cape Cod
Yeah,
before.
my mom's from the Cape.
Dude, I didn't realize.
Oh, doxed.
Yeah, probably not.
Dude, it is. You ever been up there before?
No,
It's the best.
it's the best.
We don't know about it. It's like in Pennsylvania, you go to the Jersey Shore,
Yeah.
which is just a flat
Or
like,
Western, you go to fucking Maryland.
Yeah.
Go to Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah, dude, there is like, it's so hard to describe, but it's like, so basically, it's the most like beautiful natural scenery at a beach. You can tell because like they had the foresight back in like the 50s or whenever, the 60s, to not to like flatten everything with bulldozers and build plastic houses on everything.
Yeah.
Like Sea Isle is just a flat expanse that
Yeah.
they develop on everything. They've like preserved like dunes, and it's so fucking nice. But so we fly to Boston because we have kids with us. So we went to a wedding. So I'm like, I'm not driving anywhere. We're flying everywhere. I'm not doing this. So we fly to Boston. It's like an hour, whatever it is, an hour flight. And then I didn't realize we're flying from Boston to Providence or Provincetown.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
Dude, that was a 9-seat Cessna plane.
Yeah.
So we
it's
go-
a small.
We
yeah.
go to the airport. It's like Cape Cod Air or something. I forget what the fuck it was called. And they were like, "Can you guys stand on the scale? We're gonna weigh you." And I was like, "Haha." And they were like, "No, like for real, we need your
Oh, is
weights."
that small of a plane?
Oh,
It was a
I'm never getting
9-seater
on a
plane.
Cessna, bro.
That's
Dude,
actually that
it's
small.
a 9-seater plane,
That's fucking crazy.
dude. So I'm like, okay. So we get on the plane, weigh all of our luggage, weigh our stuff, and like the captain will tell you where to sit based on your weight. We'll figure it out, dude. And then there's like that airline runs planes to like all of those shore points. So there was one airline while we were waiting. They were like, we're having a weight issue with the plane. Will somebody please like ride the next, someone with flexibility, because you ride the next one. And like people weren't standing up. And then, or finally 2 people got up and they were like, no, actually we need you too. There was just one big fat guy. And I think they were trying to defat the plane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think they were like, if nobody else comes forward, we'll take the last person and remove them from the thing.
Oh.
So these ladies were so fucking mean who did, because they had to like sit there and have like, just ruin people's day. Their job was to be like, you're
That's
too
sick.
fat
You're
for this
so
plane.
fat, you kick someone off.
You were
someone else.
danger. You're making the plane dangerous. So, dude, they were like, so these ladies were so fucking mean, because I was like, our plane got delayed, not by that much, but I was nicely being like, hey, do you guys have any idea, like, you know, like no rush. I just want to know, like, do you have an actual time frame or not? So I'm trying to figure out, like, can I go take a shit? You know, what can I do stuff? She goes, sir, we're working on the plane. You can have a seat right now. Before I even know what happened, I'm walking back, sitting in my seat, and Brittany's like, what'd she say? And I was like, she told me to sit down. I'm like, fuck, fucking bitch, why did I listen to her?
Dominated you.
It totally dominated me. So then Brittany gets up. I go, Brittany, no, please, Brittany, no, please don't go up.
Yeah,
Dude, I
definitely.
literally, before I even knew what was going on, I was like, sit down in my seat. I don't know why I'm so angry. And I said it to Brittany. She's like, oh no. And she walked up. She starts, and I'm like, no, please, no. And then she walks up and starts just having a bitch off with this lady.
Nice.
Motherfucks the lady to no avail. And then we just walk back down. She's like, she's a bitch. Super loud. I'm like, dude, they will kick us off this fucking plane. There's 9 people. Stop. Stop.
Getting kicked off
looking
of a
to kick someone
9-person
They want to,
flight.
yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, we were flying, you know, if you know anything about Provincetown,
Yeah.
it's just the bros, dude. It's the
Yeah.
boys, dude. It's
Yeah.
literally
You
like
mean Providence?
No, Provincetown is like the
Provincetown.
end of
Provincetown.
gay.
Town, baby. It's
Oh, I don't know.
gay.
It's like the gay
beach.
central of
Oh,
America.
shit.
So the plane was not. It was like 4 gay dudes and a heterosexual family. So it was a very funny dynamic.
Damn. There's a 4 gay dudes in a biracial family.
True.
What are you guys on a
which-
fucking bank commercial?
To be fair, I think interracial is LGBTQ. I was in the
Yeah.
gay capital of Cape Cod, and I was like, "We're gay."
I'm just as woke as any of these guys.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, this is
I pretty much suck dick.
Dude, that is like the gayest place on earth.
it, dude. It truly.
It's like it'll be like these big ass fat dudes like oiled up, like riding bikes around with just like a thong on.
and we were in the off season, so it was like,
Oof, my own.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's they've made a truly beautiful town.
Yeah, it's nice. It is very gay though.
Gay dudes will do that.
Dude, it's crazy. It looks like fucking Gilmore Girls. You're there, and it's just like, I'm not saying I've watched any of that show.
What the
Yeah, I've
fuck
never
is
seen
Gilmore
it.
Girls
Guys,
look
yeah,
like?
what the hell are you guys even talking about? It has a
Sorry, I'm
quaint,
friends with the Bills, dude. I don't watch,
it has,
I don't watch Gilmore Girls, dude.
it has a
Me and
quaint.
Gabe Davis, we were just talking about how gay you
Gilmore
were.
Girls.
The whole time, Gabe was like, yo, Matt sucks.
So gay, dude. Where is he at? In Provincetown? Like, dude, so we get there. Cool experience. We fly on the 9-seater plane. I'm like, damn, that dude, it was like GTA.
How long
plane.
was the flight?
30 minutes, bro.
How scary was the flight?
Yeah, that must have been
Scary, dude. When you have
horrifying.
2 kids,
Yeah.
2 little. I was
it
holding
like
a 4-month-old, dude. I was
it
holding.
like turbulence?
Dude, so you ever rode a motorcycle? Either of you
Yeah.
guys?
No.
I have. Let me tell you about it. So
Yeah,
I'm not gay.
Provincetown, bro. Yeah, of course. The bitch fell off. Dude.
No, I rode a motorcycle literally once, and I got on it and thought I could take it on the highway, and it's terrifying because
Wait, you drove it?
yes,
Or were you?
I rode. No,
Oh,
no.
nice.
I'm more of this kind of guy. More of a.
The ape hangers?
It was like a 450 Nighthawk. It's a little Honda bike,
Sick.
dude. And when you ride a motorcycle, when the wind hits your car, did you ever like hear the wind hit your car? On
Yeah.
a bike, it
Yeah.
physically moves you.
Ooh.
So you feel yourself moving. And that little plane, when we were about to land, a gust hit, and our plane just went and just moved over to the side. And I
Holy
was like,
shit.
and when they're bouncing the wings, it's like before
Yeah.
you're gonna land, it's like whoop, 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 whoop.
Holy
That's
shit.
horrifying. Those planes are dangerous.
Oh, it was I had a full like.
Everybody dies on those.
Though-
planes.
I know,
any
dude.
plane that
Before we
crashes,
took
it's that
off,
plane.
fucking Brittany's like, "Oh, this is how Aaliyah died from a weight issue," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, you fucking kids."
I can't imagine that we like when we take those short flights. Usually the CRJ 900, which is a
Flexing, bro.
Yeah,
Told you this kid was playing VR Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a trusty vehicle. But
Really?
even those scare the fuck out of me because they're like
Dude.
2-seater rows. What?
No, we're just talking mini planes.
Yeah, we're
bro.
talking planes.
a couple podcasts. We're
You
talking
wouldn't know
mini
a
planes.
CRJ 900 if it slapped you in the teeth.
You're gonna come on here and make fun of me. You're gonna humiliate me.
No, I had a full like moment where I had to be like, bro, I'm being controlled by the elements right now. If the elements want me to live, they will let me live.
Yeah.
And that'll just be that. This is not in my hands. I'd be devastated if my children and I died in this plane.
At least you get to die together. That's fun.
That's true. That's true. I was like, I was to the level where I was like comprehending the physical impact of the plane. I'm like, I'm okay with that. But God, that's so bad that my kids are going to have to go out in like a fucking hard impact in a fireball. I'm like,
Just a quick
Yeah.
bark.
just so I could go to a wedding and get drunk and play beach volleyball. Fuck.
You got drunk and played beach volleyball?
Dude. So let me
You
tell you.
were
what
with
hap-
the fellas.
Bro, so this is the first night we fly in on a cool plane. I'm like, that was a lot of fun. We get to an Airbnb. Brittany, it's all cottages up there. It's
Yeah.
like these like cedar shingle cottages on like the dune. So we're overlooking the bay. It was so fucking nice. And it's the off season too. So it's like these places, they're like $100 a night. So we get up there and I'm like, damn, I'm pumped on the cottage. I'm like, this is sick. And then, so I knew the groom, friend of the groom hits me up. Also my bro is like, yo, we're going over to their house tonight. I thought it was like a little, like an intimate, like couples gathering. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go, ripping the high noons, hitting the vape, whatever. I'm cool. I'm getting ready to go over there.
Yes.
Brittany, the last minute goes, I'm too tired. And I said, babe,
You go, oh, dang. Babe, that's all right.
And I
Why
go-
don't you stay?
she's like, you want to? I'm like, I'll go. I'm kind of wired.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm
I'll
gonna go.
I already told him I was going.
I'll make a show I'll go for both of us. I get there and it's just like a bunch of people like having a party. Dude, have you ever played the game Vortex?
Yeah,
No. What is it?
I think.
Dude,
No. Maybe I was
It's
wrong.
truly the ultimate drinking. So I get there. I'm pushing a Honda Odyssey, by the way. That's what we rented. So it's like dreams come true all
Sick.
around.
Honda
Pushing the
Odyssey's
Odyssey.
nice.
I'm risking a minivan DUI. I'm in my element, bro. I'm having a good time, dude. Fuck shit. I'm in a park. I'm just imagining myself in a Bennigan's, be like, fuck shit. Fuck. I'm gonna fight for my fucking job, fucking wife. Dude, so I get there. It's a sick fucking place. It's in like the middle of like, it's a very secluded too out there. It's like it's cool.
Where were you in the Cape?
I was in Truro.
Truro.
So I don't know. It's this area. It's like near the bay. So I get to this thing. It's an actual party. I'm having a good time. Someone hands me a hard kombucha. I'm like, dude, thank you. This is very nice.
Damn.
So, dude, it was great. So it was just the girl.
You might have died on the Cessna.
I might have
You
died.
might be dreaming all this
I
still.
might-
Your wife's
Change
being
with
like,
the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo.
yeah. Your wife's like, I can't make it to the party. Like, sorry, we're out of almost everything other than spiked kombucha.
There was like an underground movement of girls handing me gluten-free drinks that was very nice. Dude, it was very, very sweet. So then, dude,
Christ.
so fun. I'm having a blast. We go on the screen porch, and then it's time for Vortex. Like, have you ever played Vortex? I said, no, I don't know what that is.
Tell me about it.
Dude, so imagine this table. You put like 20 like flip cup drinks. But you know, you do beer pong, you fill it up like that.
Yeah.
Do 20 of it. Like, I don't know how many cups it was. I was trying to remember them.
So you're talking red solo cups facing upwards?
Yes.
Is it like beer pong into it all at once?
Sort of.
I'm sorry. Go
Sort of.
ahead.
No, kind of with two people. But then in the middle of that, there's one cup that's a one full beer.
And when
in a
you
cup.
fill it, do you pour it in? I'll stop guessing.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
I'll tell you what happens.
Just tell me. I'll stop
It's
guessing.
better than you can fucking imagine. So it's like, so there's a whole this whole table's full of cups. You know, a big table like beer pong, and then you have two empty cups and one cup in the middle that's just a full fucking beer. And so what you do is you can play with literally, we're playing with like 15 people. So it's like we're all around the table. I have a cup, that other person has a cup, and you try to bounce your ball into an empty cup. So if you bounce the beer pong ball into
Then
the
you
empty
two
cup,
flip cup and have to chug in the middle.
no,
Yep.
take
All right,
this.
keep
That's
going.
what I thought, dude. I had
I'm
the
gonna
same-
get it. Don't worry.
Dude, I so then if you make it on the first shot, you can hand your cup to anyone at the table that you want. You get it's dealer's choice.
Yes.
But if you don't make it, then if it takes you say 2 or 3 times, you have to pass it one to the left. And here's where it gets interesting. So if you're going to pass it to the left, if you make your cup and someone next to you hasn't made their cup to your immediate left, you go wham,
Yes.
slap their cup out from under them.
Yes.
Dude, so then, and that person has to take one from the mess of cups at the table, chug it, and then that cup gets in rotation. Here's where the vortex comes. If the person next to you makes their cup too, they can skip back to you, and then you can make yours and then smack their cup again. And someone gets caught in a vortex, and they just have to keep chugging while they're
Yes.
trying to make this thing. Dude, I was watching just like a girlfriend who comes to like the family wedding. Like, I don't know if there's their first time or whatever, but I'm watching. It's like just watching people's girlfriends get caught in a vortex. People are fucking screaming, just boom,
Yeah.
smacking their cup, yelling, "Punish him!"
Yeah.
Dude, just watching people in a vortex be like, "What? Dude, it's God damn
It's
it. It
the
was
best.
the fucking funniest. I was screaming, howling, laughing. It was the
Yes.
funniest thing in the world. And then at the end, it comes down to like 2 cups. And everyone's like, no, not for the whole beer. And you watch someone's wife land on they have to chug a whole beer. And it's like, the way you have, someone just goes, whack, as hard as they, dude, it was, that I was
Did you
screaming,
get to
laughing.
smack people's beers?
Yeah, dude, I was smacking cups. I was coming down to the wire. I was like confronting down to the wire stuff, dude. It was crazy. It was so much fucking
We're gonna
fun.
have to play that sometime.
We have to. As soon as I was like, we have to play this game.
Yes.
I'm bringing this game back, dude.
We should we should do a
dude.
night cast.
Yes.
We should do a drinking game night cast.
Yes, dude.
We got to get Lamisi in there.
Yes, dude.
I need to disembowel him in a chug.
Dude, Vortex is the
As I did at the late bar.
please can we play Vortex? It is the
Matt, you're not
funnest-
gonna have to pull my arm on this one. I really want to play.
True.
I'm jealous of this party right now. I
Bro.
wish I was at the beach playing drinking games.
Dude, I'm telling I thought of you. I was
Set him
like,
up here with
Shane,
fucking Harry. Wow.
that was sick though. That
was the best.
I know. Dude, I'm telling you, I was like, I have to bring this game back. This is the funnest fucking shit ever. So I do that night. I get out, I leave. So then I take the pilot the Odyssey back. I took the Odyssey, bro.
Yes.
So I'm going back, and then I'm like driving home, and I'm not like, obviously I'm not like fucked up. I mean, the state of Massachusetts might have had some pseudoscience
The Commonwealth
bullshit.
might have said
They might have busted out some pseudoscience about blood alcohol content
Yes.
and hit me on a fucking some bullshit decimal point.
crap.
Come on,
Shot
man.
you 5 times.
Yeah, get the fuck out
Shot
of
you
here.
5 times eating a burger. What'd you do on the way back? You were close to a burger.
If I seen a burger, I would
Yes.
eat it. Now I know the risk, though. It's
You could just get executed by the state while eating a burger.
dude. So I'm driving home. I'm like, well, luckily I'm out in the woods. There's no cops out. I pass. I look. I think someone pulled over. I'm like, sucks for you, brother. I look over my rear view. It's just 2 cops talking. I'm like, I just go purely white. I'm like,
Dude,
fuck.
you can afford a DUI. Catch a Dewey, dude.
I could, and
It'll
I'm out
only
here.
make you
I'm
11.
out here.
We need a
I'm out here.
We need a mugshot.
I'm out here.
Mugshot merch. Mugshot merch would pay for the DUI.
True.
It'd be incredible.
True, dude. So I get back again. State of Massachusetts. Obviously, again, I'm okay to drive. I know everyone says this, but truly, I was.
Yeah.
I was like, I was more as the vape pen was kind of the issue, but the which also makes me okay to drive. And I
Cancel
pull
out.
in.
The weed helps.
It makes me focus better. So then I get in. I'm pulling into the driveway area of where I'm at, and another cop passes me, and I'm like, what the hell? But I accelerated into the driveway, hit park, and I said, I don't
Safe.
care what you guys do over here, but I'm home base. So
Safe.
legally, under the state of Massachusetts law, I'm good.
Yes. Commonwealth.
Good night. Commonwealth, excuse me.
Commonwealth law.
Dude, so I get in night 1. Unbelievable. Night 2, beach volleyball.
Oh, hell
Dude.
yeah.
Dude.
Beach volleyball. They planned the best wedding ever. And it's funny too, because I know when it's your wedding, you hate every second of it, like every second of everything. So I was just kept being like, bro, I know this sucks for you, but I'm having so much fun. Thank you. Dude, played beach volleyball. That was unfucking believable how fun that was.
Yeah, beach volleyball is the best.
Then it slides into a pig roast.
Was your lady with you?
She was there, but
Beach volleyball is the best time to fall in love with a girl on the other team.
yeah, true.
Or on your team. It's
True.
so nice to
I
fall in
mean-
love with a girl.
Yeah, man.
Just hitting the ball, being like,
True. It was mostly all dudes. But I would agree. I could see falling in love. I mean, I made
I
connections.
fell in love once playing beach volleyball.
Did you really?
Yes. Then she gave me a head on a sailboat.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Except there were a lot of bugs out at night. And my legs got chewed up.
Worth it, dude.
And I denied it. I was getting munched by flies. And she was like, "Are you getting bit?" I was like, "No." Then I shined my light down to see it. And my legs were covered in bugs.
That's got to be good blood,
Pretty
though.
sweet, though.
It's got to be good blood. If you're flying, some guy's getting head and his blood has all this weird
His
chemicals.
blood,
You're probably
yeah.
like, oh my God, you better get down there. Some guy's getting his dick sucked on a boat. This is great. They take like a drop of your blood and they're like, woo, I feel fucking great right now. But yeah, dude, it was beach volleyball. Slides into a nighttime pig roast. I mean, dude, this didn't even
That
start.
sounds awesome.
The wedding was the next day. I get and the whole time we had the kids. So Brittany would leave, take the kids back. So old McCusker would hang out. We also brought a babysitter, which is clutch.
Yeah.
So we had someone there
Damn,
too.
you
You had a
brought a
babysitter in the
babysitter?
Cessna?
Flew her, bro.
That's crazy.
Flew the babysitter. We dude.
That's
It's,
baller.
you have to.
Flying out the babysitter.
It's such an indulgence. It's such an indulgence, but I do it every time. That way we can have fun.
Yeah, of course.
You guys good? I'm out.
That's awesome.
I was feeding seagulls on the beach, making fucking creature storms, dude. It was tight.
You made some creature storms?
I took Maya down, dude. Me and Maya.
You and your daughter made a creature
seagulls,
storm?
bro. It was so
Fuck,
fun.
that's very sweet.
God, it was sick. But dude, the wedding, the wedding was truly a transformative moment for me personally. I always have personal transformations at weddings. Every wedding I go to, I just totally different.
Yeah.
Dude,
You seem different.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can tell.
Thank
There's
you,
a glow about you.
Dude,
You witnessed love.
I've been having, true, it was. There was a very loving atmosphere. That I tap into that all the time at weddings. This was a truly loving atmosphere. I've been to weddings before where it's,
I tapped into the loving atmosphere while I was on mushrooms.
did you?
Yeah, it was very
That's
nice.
nice.
I started giving myself compliments.
That's fucking
It was-
sick.
It was crazy.
Dude, I did.
My girlfriend was so happy. The text you sent me.
Wait, when?
I'll
Oh, and I
never
won't
stop
stop
loving
loving you.
you.
Dude, I forgot about that.
At like 9 p.m. I won't stop loving you.
I was in the Cape, bro. You know how it is in the Cape.
Oh yeah. No,
I was in the Cape, bro.
I was laying in bed talking to my
Cape is
girlfriend,
awesome.
giving myself compliments.
When did you get the text? Sunday night, right?
I think so.
Nice, dude.
I was at D&B, just like, dude. I would forget I was on. I would forget I was that fucked up, and then you try to look at your phone. You know when you're on mushrooms, and look at your phone
Oh
screen.
god,
it's like,
yeah.
holy
Oh, yeah.
shit, dude.
It's the Rick and Morty portal, dude. You're fully just like,
Oh no. Yeah, I was laying there complimenting myself
it's awesome.
in like a nice way. Like, I'm funny. That's such a nice thing. I get to, because everybody's gonna die, but I get to help. Like just while we're all together, I can make people feel a little better for a couple minutes. Like, just
You had a
in
peak
bed.
experience. You had a peak experience.
I was like, and this is, and then even in mushrooms, I was like, I know this is pretty fucking gay. And my girlfriend was like, no, you're fine. I was like, no, it's definitely gay. And I was like, if I stick my arm out, I can't even see my fingers.
How long were you up for?
Did
Did you crash or did you?
I was up till like 4 a.m.
Really?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Damn,
But
so
I
you're
was
up for a
done.
bit.
I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
For hours.
They'll keep you up, man.
And
Yeah,
I was just like,
dude. That is nice. I've
and
got
Adderall. We took Adderall before the game.
Oh, boy.
That's
so
what
I was
destroyed me.
buzzing.
You're uppers, downers, and sideways.
Yeah, the Adderall broke me. I was standing up. I was standing up.
That
at
was the
game.
force, dude.
Yeah,
The Adderall had you.
I was standing up in the game.
You would literally be like, and you got to see Harry. Harry's body is just like, you're a funny looking guy,
Yeah.
and I mean that. You know, I'm funny
Compliment.
looking.
No,
asset.
But you're like, you look like
I
like
looked-
Michael Cera. It
Yeah,
looked like
yeah,
a comedy.
yeah, yeah.
It looked like a comedy character.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I
Jesus,
took the
that's so
Adderall, and I kept on looking over to Shane and going, "This is the world." We'd been there for like 15 minutes. I kept on going over to Shane and going, "Dude, this is the best I've ever felt in my entire life."
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is
And
Adderall.
then, like,
Adderall
less
does
than
that.
10 minutes later, I'm like dry heaving, running up the steps at the Bills Stadium. You know, like when a dog is about to puke.
Yeah.
That's what I looked like, dude. I was like, my whole body.
Have you never taken Adderall before?
I was
No, it's
prescribed
because I gave him
Adderall.
a Zyn. I gave him a 6
I also took the
milligram.
Zyn.
The
no.
nicotine will fucking kill you.
You should become a nicotine shaman, dude. They have them in the Amazon.
The bros were hitting me up for him the whole night. They're like, these are so
Really?
good. Yeah. I was like, you should try Lucy.
Just kicked in.
Promo code Drenched.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Fuck.
man. I'm so happy you had that experience.
Dude, at the wedding, the best part was, so I'm at the wedding, and so again, Brittany has to leave, put the kids to bed or help out, and so I'm like, all right, I'll hold down the fort here. So I'm at the wedding, I'm by myself, and then it's like I'm sitting there, seeing the dance floor, and I'm like, truly, everyone was deserted their tables, and everyone was packed. It wasn't a humongous wedding, but it was a decent size. So I'm standing there by myself, and now it's like social anxiety is on 1,000. I go, what the fuck? What am I gonna do with myself now?
What?
Well,
Why?
I'm standing there. I'm like,
Why were you just standing there?
this is what I got to the crux of. So I'm sitting there and I'm just sipping red wines all night. I'm smoking my vape pen. And I'm like, dude, why? Because I wasn't gonna hit the dance floor. I hit this, and I don't want to crash the vibe,
floor, dude.
I know, dude. I know, I do. And then, but I have this weird feeling. It's get it all the time. And I go, I'm sitting there by myself, and I go, I've accessed a deep subconscious strata of thought where I feel unwanted. That's where my social anxiety comes from. And I go, dude, same thing. I start talking nice to myself. I'm like, they'd love to have you out there on the dance floor. Get out there. So I'm like, yeah, dude, I can have fun with everything. I go out. It was a blast. I had fun. I sat there by myself and danced for like an hour until Brittany got there. And then she got there. I'm like, I'm so glad you're here. Come on, let's go.
Wait, was that your wife?
Yeah, Brittany, my wife.
Oh, just the impression.
I cheated on my wife.
The impression was insane.
No, it was me.
Oh, I thought you. And then I ran to my wife and I was like, "So glad you're here." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Wait,
me.
what?"
It was
Dude,
me.
that's
I ran into her.
Extremely disrespectful.
No, I thought you said. I thought you were
big
accusing
deal.
me of
Let's get
cheating
this
on
up
my
here.
wife and feeling better at the dance floor.
Have you put it on?
Can't fit this fucking. He couldn't fit in this fucking thing.
That's
dude.
what I was wondering.
You
I'm like,
haven't
dude, how
tried it
big
out
is
And
this
he's
guy?
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like.
I could imagine
You can't
you
take it
bro.
off.
coming
Tight.
back to the hotel on mushrooms, throwing it on.
But yeah, dude, that was that was fully transformative.
That's wonderful.
Just being like, it had a blast. And then she got there. Then it was a fucking bonfire on the beach at the end of it at 10 p.m.
Oh, that's
dude.
awesome. See any great whites out there? I got
No,
a
I was
big,
sta- I
It
was
was great
staring.
white territory.
they got a
That's
big
shark-
white
that's shark
white
time doing there.
problem.
What's that hat?
That's Florida.
Cape Coral. I thought it
Florida.
said Cape Cod.
Yo,
yeah.
support Florida strong, dude.
True.
They got nailed by the hurricane.
They got drilled by Ian.
Florida strong. But yeah, dude, it was sick. It's sick as fuck, dude. It was so much fun. Woke up.
This
flew
is
home.
rare.
I know.
This is a rare podcast where we both returned.
both had
with
fun, dude.
just, man, great.
So much fun.
Shit's going well.
It was unbelievably the funnest time. We're going to the Cape. I'm getting the boys to the Cape, dude.
I'll go to the Cape.
We must. You would love
trying
it,
to take
dude.
July off next year.
Dude, you would
And
fucking
get a nice time.
You would love it, dude.
I'd love to see the guys too.
They're down there, bro. That was another
Seeing
moment.
gay
dude.
guys does make me very happy.
There was a lot of gay
I
dudes
go,
at the wedding. Dude, that was another thing. I was getting so in my head. I was also, too, I was like, they had a coffee bar there. So I was like smoking the vape pen, crushing wine. And I was like, ooh, the bonfire. So I started crushing coffee at like fucking like 8 p.m. And I was up. And then the bride came around. There's a lot of gay dudes there at the wedding. So the bride came and was like, towards the end, she was like, dude, we have to do the fucking flower toss. And she like was kind of against. I think she was just kind of like this whole
Did
thing.
she let the guys in?
So she, I think, as kind of like a, oh yeah, I have to do it. She got the boys up there to be a
Yeah,
little
we'll see who
untraditional.
likes it now.
The only people who heeded the call were me and a bunch of gay guys. So we get up and I'm with the boys, dude. And there's like one or two girls there. I'm with the boys and I'm like, I'm on my second marriage.
You have
boys.
to catch this.
Dude, I'm like, I kept saying to the boys, I'm like, I'm on my second marriage, boys. The third one's gonna wear it. Just to fuck with them, dude. And they were cackling. And then it just launches overhead and the girl caught it. And we're all like,
Fuck, you got mossed by a girl?
yeah, dude. She
You
sent
remind me
it.
of Fitzpatrick trying to catch the ball against my dear friend Gabe Davis. Just ripping the flowers out of your hand.
That was another,
Touchdown.
dude. I was there were so many gay dudes there, and I was like watching them, and I was like, dude, these guys got crushed, dude. Got crushed. I was just watching. I could, in my head, I could see just the fucking level of just nonstop decades of bullying in their face, and I was sitting on the edge of the dance floor, like, these fucking poor fellas, bro. Got fucking
Oh,
crushed.
yeah.
I was feeling for him. I was feeling for the boys. I was like, dude, these
Yeah, but now
guys-
they're having the time of their lives.
Dude,
They're
they were-
dancing. They're on boats
I
with
think
each other.
that was part of the thing. I'm like, I think they had a trial by fire where they've been completely just eviscerated
yeah.
into there. We're like, dude, you can't hurt me anymore. I'm gonna dance as hard as I can on this dance
There's
floor. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there straight as hell, being like, I don't think anybody wants me here.
Yeah.
Deep down inside.
But you got out and cut a rug.
Got out.
What
and
type
cut
of moves
it.
were you doing?
Bro, I was crip walking at one point.
You crip walked?
Yeah, I was crip
I
walking.
had a feeling you might.
I was crip
I
walking.
had a feeling you might crip walk.
I
got a nice crip
apologize.
walk.
It was decent, bro. But the thing is, I overdid it. I did it once. Everyone was like, yeah. And then I just kept crip walking until Brittany grabbed me by the arm and was like, dude, stop.
A couple of players caught me, Sass, and Lemaire trying to do the gritty in Dave and Buster's. And they were like, yo, what the fuck? Oh,
What a great
fuck.
time.
Good times.
Yeah,
And
it
how
was
do you
fun.
feel? You're usually a anxious little guy.
What do you mean?
How do you feel about the weekend? You have a nice time?
Oh, I had a blast.
And you did so well on stage.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. I thought Sass might suck.
Told you,
Everybody says that.
I did Son of a Boy Dad. I said, those guys are funny as hell.
Oh, they are. I can
That
tell
was the
they're
best
funny.
episode we've ever done
Dude,
by
Oh.
a mile.
I told you,
What
I
about- I
said,
was on.
you're a comedy podcaster, bro. I said, you're a fucking comedy podcaster.
You're a comedy
if I've ever
podcaster.
seen
You're a
one.
comedy genius. You've been tweeting since you were 6th grade.
True.
Yeah, I feel like ass right now.
You still feel bad
Feel
from the
bad.
weekend? Yeah.
Sweating profusely, actively.
Dude, speaking of, the mushies hit me with the sweats when I got back to the hotel. Full sweats.
Yikes.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's.
When I hit the mirror, I was like, whoa.
no.
I can't imagine looking in the mirror while on mushrooms.
You should
The
do it
worst.
once. It's.
I don't think I could handle
I have
it.
the other half of that candy bar. I'm going to eat that in Las Vegas.
That's pretty sick.
And that's going to be a mistake.
Yeah,
But
true.
it'll be funny.
That's like
True.
going on a date. That's like the whole city is Dave and Buster's.
True.
That's gonna fuck you up.
Truly, Dave and Buster's city.
With.
With the Cardi B's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegas
You
sucks.
should invite Gabe. You should invite Gabe Davis out.
Dude, don't talk about my fucking bro like
He'll
that,
tell him what
dude.
to do with his friend.
Don't
dude.
tell me what me and my best friends to do.
Whoa. Shit.
We
If I
should
had a-
switch to the
if I had a
Patreon.
Yeah,
gun
let's switch
right now,
over.
I would shoot
Oh,
you
we didn't
5
read any
times.
fucking ads.
We'll do
All right.
whatchamacallits. Yeah, we'll cut him in.
Go join the Patreon, all right? For real, I'm going to come to your house with a weapon
Yo, seriously, it's about that time.
for us to start going to people's houses and committing assault.
The Chinese Communist Party, dude, is coming and pulling people
Yeah,
out. and fucking
fishnetting 'em.
quarantining Yo, yeah.
Tossing a net on a guy in public.
Just a Poseidon dagger.
Goodbye. Thank you, Buffalo Bills.